Let's talk about something that can feel, well, a little unsettling. You know those moments when you walk into a room and just completely blank on why you're even there? We're going to dive into what is actually happening inside your brain, and more importantly, how you can start to fix it.
So, does this sound familiar? You're misplacing your keys. You can't for the life of you remember a name that's right there on the tip of your tongue. These little things, they're incredibly common, but, they can also be pretty worrying. Today, we're going to get to the bottom of why it happens. So, at the very heart of your memory is this amazing little structure called the hippocampus. And what's so cool is its name, it actually comes from the Greek word for seahorse because, well, it's literally shaped like one. You've got two of them, one on each side of your brain, which is kind of like a built-in backup system. This is your command center for creating all your new memories. Okay, so to figure out how to repair something, we first have to understand what's causing the damage in the first place. So let's start with what I call the bad news. The things that can actually harm or even shrink this vital part of your brain over time. First on the list is high glucose. If your blood sugar is always running high, which happens a lot with high-carb diets, and of course for diabetics, it can be incredibly damaging to your hippocampus. You can almost think of it as a constant, low-grade attack on these very sensitive brain cells. The second big factor is a lack of oxygen. Your hippocampus is, well, it's an oxygen hog. It needs a ton of it to work at its best. If that supply gets reduced for any reason, those high-performance cells can get damaged or even destroyed. It really is that sensitive. And now for one of the biggest villains in the story, chronic stress. Look at this comparison. When you're under constant stress, your hippocampus can physically shrink. It can atrophy. A healthy, resilient hippocampus full of connections becomes, well, it becomes shrunken and just way less effective. This isn't just a feeling, it's a direct physical result of being overwhelmed.
And finally, we've got some really critical nutrient deficiencies. I'm talking specifically about vitamin D, vitamin B1, and zinc. These are absolutely essential for a healthy hippocampus. And the scary part, being deficient in these three is super common, which means a lot of us are unknowingly starving our own memory centers. Okay, we've gone through all the bad news, but here comes the truly incredible part. The single most important thing I want you to take away from this is this fact right here. Your hippocampus can bounce back. It's one of the very, very few parts of the adult brain that has the ability to completely regenerate. That isn't just wishful thinking. It's a biological reality. So knowing that regeneration is not just possible, but it's built into our biology, what's the plan? Let's get to the good news. We are going to lay out a clear, simple, actionable plan to help you rebuild and strengthen your brain's memory center. All right, here it is, your 4-step daily routine. Step 1, boost your oxygen with regular, long walks. It sounds so simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Step 2, intermittent fasting. Doing this increases a compound called BDNF. Think of it like fertilizer for growing new brain cells. Step 3, fuel up with healthy fats. MCT oil is amazing because your body turns it into ketones, and ketones are the preferred fuel for your hippocampus. And finally, step 4, actively de-stress. We just saw how much damage stress does, so carving out time to intentionally lower it is absolutely non-negotiable. Now, along with that daily plan, we need to give your brain the right building blocks. And that means focusing on some really specific foods and nutrients. So let's write you a nutritional prescription for your hippocampus. This table really lays it all out. First, vitamin D. You could argue this is the single most important nutrient for your hippocampus, and since so many of us don't get enough, some sunlight or a supplement is key. Next up, vitamin B1. This is vital for protecting the brain tissue you already have. Nutritional yeast is a great source. And last but not least, zinc. It's absolutely essential for memory function, and you can get a great dose from foods like shellfish and beef liver. And I want you to remember this simple but really powerful number. 2. You have 2 hippocampi. Nature literally gave you a backup. It means you have this incredible resilience built right into your brain's hardware. So even if one is struggling a bit, you have another one just waiting to be strengthened by these very actions. So the bottom line is this: you are not stuck. Your brain has this remarkable built-in capacity to heal itself and to regenerate. The path to making that happen is clear. The only real question left is, after hearing all this, what is the very first step that you are going to take?